And on break, I saw how full that tub was. You guys are awesome. You really kick ass. All right, so yeah, let's get this out of the way. I'm a nerd. Sorry. Yeah, I go to Champlain College actually, and while you're on campus, you can't swing a dead cat without hitting a Dungeons and Dragons play session. 24 hours a day. You also can't swing a dead cat there without someone asking you, why are you swinging a dead cat? Where did you get it? Did you kill a cat? Did you find it on the side of the road? Aren't you concerned about your health?
You've done this, obviously.
Give it away. So...
Nothing wrong with swinging a dead cat. Dead.
I have 2 live ones right now, and I appreciate them staying. So yeah, also as I'm getting older, I realize I might have inherited that, because my dad has sort of said, fuck it. So now he's watching Game of Thrones, and he's reading the books, and I found out he's a really big Star Trek fan. And I also found out he wanted to name me Jean-Luc, and I didn't understand the longest time. One winter break, I was sitting down with him watching TV, and Star Trek The Next Generation comes on, and it just clicks with me. I said, Dad, did you want to name me Jean-Luc after, Captain Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek? And he said, well, yes, actually. I said, go fuck yourself! I'm going to college to make video games, and you don't think I would have had a leg up? Like, I would have been, like, the professor's pet at some point. I wouldn't have to try. It's probably my mom's fault, because, I ended up with his name Jared. She's like, you're not naming our son after some Star Trek captain. You're naming him after this character I read in a book series I read once. And apparently he's from this series called the Bicentennial series. Anyone? Yeah, exactly. I could have been the coolest motherfucker in the campus of nerds, and now I have to deal with sandwich and diamond ring jokes for the rest of my life. Thanks. I'm not completely socially inept though, just mostly. And so, I'm trying to get into dating, but I'm really not good at it, because I'll try and then I'll fall flat on my face. And I ended up actually getting with this woman without even trying. It was kind of like a magic trick, where the magicians, they have the cups, like, here's the ball, now here's the ball, now here's 2 balls, and now there's a quarter up your ass. And I'm like, what the fuck happened? I didn't try. So, we were at her apartment, and we sort of started making out, and then I hit this sort of like Buddhist Zen trance where I can't stop overthinking shit. That's great if you're seeking enlightenment and whatnot, but it is terrible if you enjoy anything. So I have to make up a strategy for this whole situation, like now, on the fly, because I don't know what to do. With sex ed, they talk about, there's, courtship, and then there's, like, the active sex, and then there's reproduction, but there's no, like, talk of anything in between. So I'm like, what do I do? What are the steps here? Is there an instruction manual? Do I have to go out and buy a starter kit? I don't know. So I just decide the best course of action is for me to take off an article of clothing and to take off corresponding article of clothing, like my shirt, my pants, her pants, just as sort of a, hey, you know what's going on, right? This is like a heads up. It's just like, you could stop. You could tell me to stop if you want. And in fact, she did say, I don't think tonight's like the best night, if that's all right with you. And I'm like, what? And then I was like, what? I don't get it. And because I don't understand subtlety, she's like, I don't think this is a good time right now. And I was like, oh, okay, I got it. So, I ended up mentioning, like, this is the farthest I've ever gotten. I've never had sex before. She's like, oh, I feel so bad for you. I'm like, no, it's totally your choice. I'm comfortable with whatever you want to do. And she said, oh, you're so sweet and understanding. I say, no, I just follow the law. Don't pat me on the back for shit I'm supposed to do anyway. Hey, Jared, did you rape anyone today? No? Here's a golden sticker. Good on you, buddy. So, kids, I don't know why I'm transitioning into that. Kids, I think there's something in our culture now where we're just taking the words of children too seriously. Like, there's this thing that my friends keep pestering me about going around. It's some apocryphal story, like 2 kids on a Florida playground. They're both 6 years old. They wanted to play with a ball, and they ended up compromising, like sharing, like who gets the ball. And somehow we can't pass a bill through Congress. Like, we're jumping the shark here with like logical arguments. I was like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure the whole you have to be 35 to be president thing, that's there for a reason, right? Like, I don't want a 6-year-old holding office in anything or anything. Just like 6-year-olds can compromise. Okay, good for them. I'm not voting for Timmy, age 6, to be local comptroller anytime soon. But now, I care because this affects me directly, because my mom is one of these people. She, I sit around the house in summer mainly because I've got this job and it leaves me tired and I don't really hang out with a lot of people. Hear me bullshit. And she keeps saying, well, why don't you call any friends? Why can't you go out? And I'm like, I don't really feel like going out. And she said, well, you said to me once when you were age 9 that everyone needs a friend. I said, yeah, but that doesn't have to fucking be me. Let's go through like a list of my friends, okay? Nate's a casual racist. Scott keeps telling me that 9/11 was an inside job, and Jeremy watches My Little Pony. Oh. I've got a great list of friends. They're the people from high school. You're not friends with them because you like them. You're friends with them for survival. Yeah. I was talking with this girl in college. I see her one morning and she says, hey, how's your prana doing? And I'm like, I don't have fish. And she's like, no, prana, it's like your spiritual energy that gives off. And for the record, she's a white person with dreadlocks, if that makes sense. So, there you go. She's like, well, it's a spiritual thing and embodiment, and like, when I give it off, it reminds me of Bubbles and Sunshine, and I'm like, dreadlocks, the activities that go with that, don't remind me of clean things and bright light. So, we got into a discussion of spirituality, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm Rastafari, I've got the dreads. I'm like, I think you're just a freshman in college, to be honest. She attacks me because, I'm being a little cocky, and she's like, well, what do you think? What do you worship? What do you believe in? I'm like, well, I'm atheist. I don't really believe in anything. She's like, no, you believe that there is no God, so explain to me what you believe in. I'm like, all right. I believe that the universe is asymptotically decaying into less and less usable energy, and eventually will hit this state of vast nothingness. And I worship this through nightly panic attacks in the shower. And that's sort of my ritual. All right, thanks guys.